while. It has been quite some time since I made a video. Um, that is mainly because the pregnancy of my first trimester just completely whipped my bum. Um, it just took everything in me to focus on looking after my kids, um, and just stay in a good headspace, really. It was really quite difficult to get through the first trimester. So, yeah, we are now at 20 weeks, which is great. And there are still some days where I feel quite bad, but, but we are on the other side, which is amazing. But I thought I'd just go in a bit more detail about how awful I was feeling, really. Then I had suffered with really, really bad, or was experiencing, sorry, really horrible nausea. I was sick sometimes, but not like every day, which in itself is really good that I wasn't actually like being sick all the time. But the nausea almost, I wanted to be sick just so the nausea would go away. The nausea was really, really bad. It got to the point where work was starting to suffer. So I spoke to my GP and they signed me off work for a few weeks just so I could get through the first trimester. So on the days that I would normally work, my children would be at nursery. So while they were there, I was able to like rest, try and keep down any food that I could. Food was really tricky for me to keep down. I think I mentioned in some of my previous videos when I announced my pregnancy, etc., that food was really tricky, and I could just eat like very plain, plain carby food. That's less of the case now, but still kind of the same. Can't really have much food with any acidity in it, like tomatoes and stuff like that. The doctors also did prescribe me some nausea medication, but I didn't like to take it because it just made me really, really, really tired. And so to take it looking after the kids, oops, sorry, my battery's running low. Yeah, to take it while looking after the kids just wouldn't have worked. So didn't really get on well with that. So that wasn't something that I could use as like a remedy for the symptoms I was experiencing. But unfortunately, because of the symptoms I was experiencing, it put me like in a really horrible headspace. Yeah, my headspace was just not great. And it was really helpful that I had like my husband and family who were able to support me where they could. But yeah, it was quite difficult. So that is why I haven't been able to do as much updating as I would have liked, in regards to the first trimester of my pregnancy. But now we are halfway through. We are at 20 weeks. I will have my 20-week scan in a few days, so that'll be exciting. I think when I actually do have my scan, I'll be more likely 21, just over 21 weeks, but that's fine. What I did have recently actually was, because I have celiac disease, I was given an appointment to meet with a consultant because celiac is an autoimmune disease. So they have to just check that like you're managing your diet well, because if you're not, that can cause other repercussions to your pregnancy, to the growth and health of you and your baby. So that is something that I manage very well. So that isn't something that they have to worry too much on. So they have put me back to midwife-led care. So hopefully we'll stay that way, but you never know what will happen. Yeah, I mean, at the point when they just did a few checks, like making sure I was on the higher dosage of folic acid when I was in my first trimester, because having celiac disease, that is one thing that they recommend that you have. So I think it's 5 milligrams that you have when you are given the higher dosage of folic acid. So I had that. And now we are trying to just get through the next 20 or so weeks. Yeah, I'm very excited. Like I said, the nausea is much better. I am now suffering from very bad acid reflux, so Gaviscon is my best friend. I think that's been the case for a long time, but it really helps now because the nausea part has kind of shifted, so I can just focus on the reflux part. And I think the reflux and the nausea were both contributors in my first trimester. So, and also I've been prescribed a metrazole, I think it's called. It's like a reflux tablet, and I've been advised by the consultant and the doctor and the GP that it's safe to take during pregnancy, so I'm happy to take that. And I've only been taking that for a couple of days now, so hopefully, I mean, it has got a bit better today, but hopefully it progressively continues to get better so I can just keep eating well. Because yeah, the reflux makes it difficult to eat certain foods, but I'm not complaining. It's not the same as having the nausea that I did have, and that was not nice. Yeah, I'm starting to show now, which is lovely. I'll have to add a clip to the end because currently I'm chilling out on the sofa, and I thought I'd just do a video because I'm starting to feel a bit more like myself, and I want to keep documenting this pregnancy as much as I can. And unfortunately, because of how I was feeling, I just wasn't able to do that. But now I'm going to stay focused on keeping healthy, keeping my head in a good place. So yeah, that is my focus now. One thing I did want to say is I think it should be more readily available to talk about your like mental health before, or not before, sorry. Yeah, before you have a baby, during pregnancy, because the way you feel in terms of like your health and your stomach and nausea and sickness and not being able to eat correctly and just being tired and all of those lovely things that can come with your first trimester, however amazing it is, because it is amazing that we're able to carry children. Very blessed to be able to do that as well, because I know it's not easy for everybody. It's not the same situation for everyone. And I'm very, very blessed and very, very thankful that baby is healthy, etc. But I do think there's so much that needs to be spoken about mental health with whilst being pregnant, because it's such a massive change to your body. Your body's doing so much to just create another life. And without getting too deep, I suppose, I just think it's really important that if you are ever feeling how I felt, in a bad headspace, just kind of the things that helped me get through was resting when I could, understanding that it is temporary, and although it might last the whole 9 months for some, it might last just for a few weeks for some. Some people might not get any sort of unpleasant feelings at all in terms of feeling sick, nauseous, etc. But if you do, and it does put you in a negative headspace, yeah, resting, if you are able to, or if you have the support of your partner, family, or friends. And I mean, when you have two children already, it's quite difficult because you have the guilt also of just kind of feeling like you're not the mum that you want to be to them because you're not feeling like yourself. But yeah, just try to show up every day, do your best, and it doesn't last forever. But yeah, that is just, I wanted to give a quick update on how things are going. We're starting to think now like about where the baby's room, whether as the baby grows up it will share a room with one of our other children. Obviously we're not finding out the gender of this baby because this will be a nice surprise. We don't get many surprises in this world, so yeah, I want to keep it not known. Also, we have one boy, we have one girl. So as long as it's healthy, then that's all that we are focused on right now. So yeah, we're excited. Starting to do some planning. I mean, there's not too much planning that we, in terms of like buying stuff. We don't buy that much stuff because we have a lot from the other two pregnancies. So yeah, that kind of side of things isn't necessary for us for this pregnancy, but that's fine. It's still exciting. Yeah, I mean, there's lots more I want to speak about the pregnancy, but I just wanted to start afresh with making my pregnancy videos, keeping a vlog of them because there's just something that I didn't do really before with my other two. So to have a vlog of my last one would just be so nice to look back on and enjoy, for the kids to enjoy when they get older. So yeah, 20 weeks, 20 more to go. See you all soon. Bye.